Mary Mueller Shutan isn't promoting a particular spiritual path. She's offering advice on what to do when that path becomes bumpy, or when you don't even know you're on a path. Whether you're born this way or just starts happening, a spiritual awakening can look a lot like mental illness. And, in fact, conventional treatment may be needed to tamp down the symptoms and slow down the changes. But Shutan is pretty clear that once you've glimpsed the spiritual life, it's very hard to turn your back on it. And if you start on your journey, there are some pitfalls to avoid or climb out of. One danger is getting stuck in ego awakening. That's when you see enough of the spiritual world to know you're different, but you haven't advanced far enough to realize you're ultimately not that special. People stuck in ego awakening may have their insights, but their connection to the spiritual world is largely of their own making. They're tapping into their own inspired creations rather than getting a direct line to the divine. Such people demand that their insights be appreciated. They may seek to gather followers around them and be outraged when anyone suggests maybe there are further levels to explore. Same but different is the dark night of the soul. That's when someone has glimpsed the spiritual, but now feels detached from the ordinary world. Whatever glimpse of the divine that person has had, it seems to have disappeared, so the person feels robbed of the comforts of the conventional, and yet feels disconnected from the spiritual. Although not promoting a particular path, Shutan employs a chakra model of spiritual development. One of the more surprising points she makes is that it's actually relatively easy to develop your top chakras. It's emotionally less threatening when your insights are about other people or the universe at large, and you can feel detached and above it all. But the bottom chakras relate to your physical foundation and life force and sexual energy and how you deal with other people. Emotional wounds keep some of us from opening up our lower chakras. Shutan maps out 12 levels of inner work, starting with the self and going through various other stages, including social and cultural expectations. The heart chakra opens up our love, and the throat chakra opens up our honesty. And with all the chakras in working order, your energy is freed up from sky to earth and back again. And there's a lot more in this book, which I highly recommend.